Hey, here we are, part three of the length of day investigation. So far we've looked at Farmington Hills and we've looked at Miami, Florida. Now we're going to go in the opposite direction and go back up north to Anchorage, Alaska. Okay, and we're going to check out some Anchorage, Alaska. All right, so here we are at Stellarium again. Currently we're at my location, but we're going to change location. I am going to go to Anchorage, Alaska. I'm just going to type in Anchorage. All right, there it is. Use this location. Whoa. That was awesome. So here we are again, Anchorage, Alaska. Looks shockingly similar to Miami. I think we can all agree. A very similar appearance here. But what we're going to do is, just like we did before, we're going to get it to the 4th of July. So I'm going to go in a little tiny area here, move it to the 4th of July. Okay. Now I'm going to set my visual here so that I'm facing east because I know the sun rises in the east, right? So I'm going to go back in time. Beep, 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 beep. Okay. So I'm going to turn off the landscape for just a second because I want to get this just right. All right, so there she is. Turn the landscape back on because it's confusing without it. All right, folks. So here's an interesting thing. All right, so when you go to Anchorage, Alaska, here's east, here's south, right? And then look at how far north of east the sun is. It's pretty much halfway between east and north. So that's what we would call in the business, if you're in the business. That's what we would call northeast in the business, if you're in the business. All right. So it's in the northeast. It's rising in the northeast. I'm going to go to my length of day. Here I am, Anchorage, Alaska. And we got a problem. I didn't leave enough room for it to be this far north of east. So you're going to have to literally go off the graph paper over here and mark it right there. Okay. That's the location of when it's rising. Okay. So I would mark it right there. I'm going to go back to Stellarium. Make note of the time. The time, 8:38 a.m. Okay, 8:38 a.m. All right. Now let's go to solar noon. I'm going to push the sun right, or I'm going to push so that south is right here. I'm going to go hour by hour. All right, here we go. Dunk, 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 dunk. All right, now we're almost there. Maybe if I do this. No, okay. I'm going to go minute by minute here until the sun's right on there. Ta-da! Okay. And so there we have it. It is officially 18:03 o'clock. All right. 18 minus 12 is 6, so it's 6:03 p.m. folks. 6:03 p.m. is solar noon in Anchorage, Alaska. That's pretty crazy. Okay. So, how high is it? You can see here, this is 20, 40, this is 60. So it's definitely more than 45. I'm thinking like 50. But let's click on it and be sure, right? It's 51 degrees. Okay. It's this one right here, actually. So I don't know why it keeps doing that. But anyways, it's 51 degrees up. Slightly more than halfway up. So I'm going to go, here's 45. I'm going to estimate 50 is probably like right here. Okay. And I'm going to mark it there. Then I'm going to put the time. What did we say it was? 6:04 in the PM. Okay. So make a note. Now we're going to go to sunset. Right. I'm going to turn my perspective so I can see west and east and a little bit to the right of west. And we're going to go hour by hour here. turning the landscape off, folks, because you know I like it. As accurate as possible. Yes, I said accurate. I want it to be right on that line. Woo, there it is. All right. So, sunset. You ready for this? 3:30 a.m. is when the sun is setting. And it's roughly halfway between north and west. So, come on back over here. All right. Once again, in all my brilliance, I forgot to leave space for this. So you're going to have to put the sun as far over as you possibly can. I'd put it right here. And then I'd write, what I say, 3:30? 3:31 a.m. is when it sets. That's a long day. That's a long, long time ago. That's all I know about that song. It's like a 17-minute song. That's all I know. That one sentence. All right, folks. I hope that by watching these videos, you learned something and did not get dumber. That's my biggest concern, is that my terrible dad jokes will actually make you dumber. Hopefully that has not happened. But if it did, I'm sorry. If it's any consolation, I've really enjoyed making bad dad jokes on these videos. So you're welcome.